Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Creative Nomad Show. Today, we are going to be talking about conquering the family conflicts. And unfortunately, Michelle is not going to be with us today. She is feeling very ill. I wish her all the luck and health and healing, and we will get started right after this.
Welcome to the Creative Nomad Show, your go-to place for all you awesome creators out there who are itching for more than the everyday grind. Here's your host, JB.
And welcome back, folks. Today, like I said, I want to talk about conquering the family turmoil. Now, often, I too, um, deal with this around the holidays. There's all these things that are expected of you that people want you to do, people are expecting you to do. There's all this tradition, and sometimes it's hard to have your own thoughts around that, right? Because society as a whole has this, depending where you're at in the world, I'm sure, has these things that are expected that you would do, right? They have these things that they're trying to go, um, that are traditional to that particular region, right? I grew up in a Christian household. I so I follow primarily Christian celebration because that's what my family does. It's not necessarily because of what I believe. So one of the first things I talk about with people around this is know what you believe. When you start understanding what you believe, it allows you to better pick and choose the pieces that you'd like to participate in. Okay, that doesn't mean that you're going to sit there and say, I'm not going to give Christmas presents because I am blah, blah, blah. Because you know what? I believe that I like giving presents. So I give out Christmas presents. I like getting presents too. And my family does that. That's part of my family traditions, right? And we have a way that we do that. It all makes sense. All right. So that's the first thing, is know what you believe. The second thing is you don't have to be a toddler in a superhero onesie. Now, what that means is, you know, sometimes we go in and we expect people to just accept everything about us, right? And we're kind of like that toddler in that Superman onesie. Ah! Or Spider-Man or whichever. I am Spider-Man! Sometimes you can come in and just be you. And not all the different glittery pieces. Now, that doesn't mean to hide yourself. And sometimes the appropriate thing to do is not to go to an event. And it just depends on who you are, what the circumstances are, and what would make you feel more joy. There's been many Thanksgivings that I spent with friends instead of family, mostly before my brother passed, because that was a big unifying moment in my family and whole. So what is it for you that's going to make you enjoy your life? And setting boundaries is okay. You could say no to events. No, I'm not going. No, this doesn't work for me in where I'm at in my moment. Without making the other person wrong, without making you wrong. Because sometimes we have that tendency that we want to make somebody wrong, or it's us against them. It's really not. We're all just together. We have to remember that respect is two ways. If we want people to accept us for everything that we are, we have to accept them for everything they are too. And sometimes that might be in conflict. There are things that, trust me, there are things that my family believe that I just definitely do not, especially certain members of my family. So how do you diffuse that? How do you do that? Like I said, I think it's it's the whole idea of the toddler in a superhero onesie. Have you ever seen this? I know you've seen this, right? They come in and they're Superman and they're this and they're this and they're all in front on your face and they're trying to shoot slingers or uh webs uh webs at you, or you know do their X-ray vision and all kinds of whatever that is, whichever superhero they're doing. And sometimes we show up that way, right? I know that when I was younger, I was a newborn gay, and as I was coming out, everything was glitter and rainbows and blah 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 blah. And although that is a big part of me, that's a part of my life, that isn't the biggest part of my life. I'm an accomplished author. I'm an artist, musician. I'm a coach. I'm a friend. I'm a family member. Being gay is part of that. I never play pronoun games. I brought my lover home. My mother moved in with me, my ex, but that took years to get there. It wasn't just an automatic, here you go. I had months with my mom where she didn't want to talk to me. And it's hard to think about now, looking back. Where we are now is such a different place that I don't want to look back there. But, there was times when it was very uncomfortable being at home. It was very uncomfortable, but I didn't stop being me. And sometimes I might have pushed a little too hard. Accept me, love me, love me. Accept my fabulousness. You will respect my authority. Skylar Cartman, right? And when I started just being me, and not trying to push an agenda, not trying to get acceptance, and accepting myself more. Again, I don't play pronoun games. I haven't played them since I was 18. I don't hide any bit of myself. I walk down the street holding hands. I don't have a problem with being who I am. But I don't necessarily, that's not the first thing I say to people. Hi, I'm Jeff, I'm gay. And it's not how I show up with my family. Hi, I'm Jeff, I'm the gay uncle. Now, some of my family members could say I'm being a little inappropriate because they ask a question and I'll tell them the answer. My nieces and nephews all can talk to me about anything. And they know that. And they might get too graphic of details. But I would rather them really learn it, than trying to find something on the street or looking for information that, may not exist. So how are you showing up? Can you accept people in your family? Can you accept everyone as they are? Or can you tell people, you know what? This isn't what I'm going to be. I'm not going to participate in this. What do you need to do for you? What works best for you? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some love. And I will talk to you guys all very, very soon.
Thank you for watching the Creative Nomad Show. If you have any questions about this or any other episode, check out creativenomadshow.com. There is also a link at the bottom if you are an awesome creator and would like to be a guest. Know that you are loved.
Everyone here at the True Awesome Network asks you to please subscribe, like, comment, and spread awesome.